I bought some shoes from a local dealer. I have no idea what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. That's right, welcome back to the Bit of Truth for a wacky Wednesday. Let's just hope unemployment hasn't ruined your week. Now, speaking of unemployment, we've all heard that age-old joke, the migrants are coming to take our jobs. Well, looks like it's true. More new UK jobs were taken by non-EU migrants than by Brits last year. Yes, so in just 2 years, the number of non-EU workers on the payroll has risen by a third. 3 in 5 jobs, an astounding 420,000, went to migrants from outside of the EU. Of all new employees working in the UK in 2022, 62% were taken by non-EU migrants from countries such as India, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Nigeria. Well, with net migration hitting over 700,000 this year, and this not taking into account EU migrants or any of the undocumented Dover discoverers, we're all going to be on benefits by Easter.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Now, speaking of undocumented Dover discoverer workers, here's a migrant delivery worker making a mockery of Britain's asylum system. Yes, this man, a Sudanese national, taking the complete piss out of us. Living it up in a taxpayer-funded hotel room in Derby for over a year and a half, illegally working on the side, after coming here illegally, and now posing with his tax-free cash on his TikTok account. He fled terror and left his wife in the terror back in Sudan, headed to Libya where he boarded a migrant boat to Malta where he also worked illegally for 3 years. After that he flew to Milan, not for a fashion show, with his fake Italian passport that he bought on the black market. Then he headed to Paris and then on to Calais where he boarded another boat all the way across the Dover where he's now enjoying living up being paid for by us without paying any taxes. Why the fuck aren't Deliveroo doing anything about this? Why aren't they shut down or fined? Get rid of these people now.
We don't have much time.
But no, our government just wants to pretend to do something about it. You want to know what they're actually doing? Well, let me tell you. Rwanda could be given another £15 million to take migrants who arrive on these little small dinghies. Rishi, are you thick? Not one has been sent there yet. The only thing that keeps getting sent there is our hard-earned tax money. Why don't you send your own money there, Mr. Moneybags? We've had enough. Watching them come over here daily, and the ones that aren't put up in 5-star hotels, with pocket money, getting jobs illegally, or doing illegal jobs, or committing crimes, the leftovers are just going missing. To the tune of 17,000 you don't know where the fuck are. We have had enough. And now you just want to keep continuing, sending our money away to the tune of another £15 million. While all of our public services are hitting rock bottom, councils going bust left, right and centre, and pensioners too scared to turn on the heating in their own homes this year are going to die. Send me to fucking Rwanda. I've had enough.
It's a bloody disgrace.
Breathe. And all while those who still are lucky enough to have a home, yet can't afford to turn on the heating, it must be nice as a Dover discoverer, sitting in a nice warm hotel room, fresh linen daily and a little mint chocolate on your pillow. We have shit like this. A homeless man has been found dead during a cold snap in the doorway in a Manchester city centre. Here you go, Rish. Why do we have people that are coming here illegally sitting in the warmth of the Ritz, but homeless Brits are dying in the cold on our streets? This is on you. I blame you and the rest of your cronies for doing fuck all apart from talking.
This is bullshit.
And Rish, let me just double down on that. A second homeless man has been found dead among the freezing temperatures. How can you keep letting people come here illegally, helping them out to our money, and then sending a shit ton more of it to France, who do absolutely jack shit, apart from using it to protect their own borders, or Rwanda, who are yet to take a single one? Fucking hell, shame on you.
These guys are a fucking disgrace.
Breathe again. And when I say the rest of their cronies, look at this. While they're pissing our money up a wall like it's an unlimited fountain of gold, we now have Fury as the multi-millionaire chancellor. Jeremy Hunt, bills taxpayers £1.10p to cover his parking expenses. Didn't take you long to start claiming after you took the post, did it now, Mr. Hunt? 3 days being into the new role, couldn't wait to claim for every penny you can. And then the irony a month later, telling us that we need to make sacrifices to help balance the nation's books. Listen, we don't forget. You made claims for 60 and 70p back in 2020, yet you're worth £14 million. These people are not like us. When are we going to have someone to come in that is in touch with the British people? To give us what we want, what we deserve and what we ultimately pay for? Never! Now, speaking of pissing money up the wall, let's see what else they're doing with it. A barely used cycle lane is set for £1 million extension, forcing locals to drive half a mile extra to get home, and sending 1,000 cars a day down a very narrow street. Where's the lunatic lefties protesting this one? Ah, yes, it's because it's for a cycle lane they don't care, even though it's going to cause a lot more traffic, a lot more congestion, and a lot more time sitting in the car. Yes, well done again for another £1 million wasted, thrown away, pissed up the wall, burnt, arses wiped with, and spent on things we do not want and we do not need.
I'm picking up your sarcasm.
Well, I should hope so, because I'm laying it on pretty thick.
Now, speaking of more things that we do not want, now locals in one street are told to separate their rubbish into 13 different bags, boxes and containers. Listen, I'm not doing your job for you. I'm happy to sort out the normal, the recycling and the glass. That's it. We've seen articles of them all getting picked up and thrown in the same bin anyway. I don't have time to be sorting out what I'm paying you to do through my council tax. Or else fuck it, I won't pay it. I'll sort out my own trash, you can fuck right off, and you can find the money elsewhere to piss up the wall. I don't know, go ask Rishi or Jeremy Hunt. It's not like they're short of a few bob now, is it?
Give me my fucking money back.
And here you go, how about another set of morons that have done nothing but cause misery and hold-ups all year round, and still planning them for next year, having the time of their lives. Rail union bosses enjoy a glitzy Christmas bash with Labour MPs, while inflicting misery on Brits with crippling strikes. There you go, that's exactly what they think of us. Well done for your well-deserved Christmas party, and piss up for doing such a fine fucking job of striking most of the year. Well done for working so hard to piss people off, it must be exhausting. Remember this, while you're out on your jollies, your strikes are stopping people from getting to their own Christmas parties. You know, the people that have worked all year round without taking most of the time off to have picnic in the park and walk around with a "I want more money" sign, all whilst earning over £60,000 to drive Thomas the Twat engine.
Wankers!
Right, I'm cutting it short today because my head is spinning. So let's just see what we've learnt. Migrants are taking our jobs. We keep sending our money to anywhere but here. Some people are dying on the streets in the freezing cold, whilst others are tucked up nice and warmly in their cosy hotel rooms. The government are still penny pinching from our purse, and still nobody gives a shit. Signing out.